gozaimasu. Hajimemashite, Miku fan desu. So, Kyo, today I received the return of my visa to Japan. I haven't opened it in over ichijikan now because I'm hontou ni shinpai desu. I'm so nervous. Kokodo, boku wa kokodo, doki waku. I'm just like nervous. So I put on my lucky Nihonji shirt, the shirt that I always wear on every trip going to and from Japan. Nihon ikimasu. So I always, Itsumo, wear this shirt. It's my lucky Miku shirt from 2016. So I thought I would open this from the Japanese consulate in Chicago. It's my visa application. It's either going to be hi or chigao. It'll dictate on whether I return to Japan again in about a week or not from this video. So I haven't even started packing yet because I was waiting for this. So it's from the Japanese consulate office. I worked on the visa for about, easily ichi kagetsu jugo jikan jugo nichi. So easily a month and a half I was working on this. So this is the culmination of a very long process to obtain a visa for Japan. And if you've seen my other video from yesterday or the day before, last week, showing the frustration I was in, it's true. Super frustrating process. Japan government, you need to listen to what Shinzo Abe told you before he passed away about opening up the border, because you need tourism. You need gaijin spending lots of yen in Japan to sustain your government. So you need LDP party, you need to wake up and open up the borders again. So with that, let's see if I'm going to be traveling to Japan or not in about a week. So if this is dozo, oide dozo, then I have to start packing like today, kyo. So it's quite thick. Okay. So it looks like they returned all of my documentation. They're asking for additional information. Result of initial interview, we are requesting to submit below in order to reprocess your visa application. A FedEx, UPS, prepaid self-addressed return shipping label and envelope and remarks. Up-to-date invitation form. Submitted invitation is outdated form. Please contact to the inviter in Japan and have them fill out to date form, formal wedding invitation card or form, copy of passport or driver's license. Oh, good God. It's outdated. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's it. They need more information. They're asking for additional information. So, okay, I guess that's it. I don't know if I'm going or not yet. Dated August 18th. Okay. Matinee, still no idea. Well, konnichiwa everyone. Miku-fan USA des. I've had a couple hours to process through this visa documents that I received back from the Consulate General of Japan in Chicago office, and I changed out of my lucky shirt because there's just the visa process is too muzukashi, too difficult. I want to just back up and tell you, if you haven't watched my other video showing all the documentation that I have to submit to them, you can feel free to do that at your leisure. But the bottom line is I've been working on this visa application for about a month and a half now. That required for my friends in Japan to actually go to a city office and get their hanko seals and signatures guaranteed by their municipality. Then they had to EMS by Japan Post those documents back to me, along with their proof of identity and other things like that, copies of their passports and everything. Extensive amount of time, energy, and money involved. Extensive amount of time. So I did all that. I did all the 40 plus pages of documents that were required. And when I received this earlier today and did the video earlier just an hour ago, I had read that really all that I was missing was I needed to return these documents back to them with another prepaid $26 US Post Office envelope like this. That's $26. So $26 there, $26 back. Do that 2 times, back to China, or to Chicago. So I read what I was still missing, or what needed to change in the document before they would approve my travel visa. So then they referenced I had to go online and download the updated form for the letter of reason for invitation. So just to show you, I better cover up my friend's name and address, but just to show you, this was the original form that I submitted to them. It was a very straightforward form requiring my name, their names, their hanko seals, and their official signatures and things like that. This is what was EMS'd back to me from my friends, one of many documents that they had to submit. Well, this is the new document. It's exactly the same. Oh, and the date on this return date was July 28th, and today is the 19th of August. So to do an EMS postage from Japan, it takes about 2 weeks, is what I figured out. So they spent about 3,900 yen to get those documents back to me. So this has been a very expensive process too. So the only difference between the document that I downloaded showing that it was an updated form, date of invitation form downloaded, new invitation letter, the only difference is this box right here. There's a box in the middle that was missing on the original form. That box, if you can see this box right here, says, regarding the following applicant's entry into Japan, I agree to comply with the following pledge on page 2. So on the back is a written pledge, and I'm just going to read you some of these. So this is the only difference, was this box that wasn't on the first document that I submitted in the end of July to them. Oh, so here's the pledge that now my friend would have to agree to and pledge to, which really isn't much of a problem. She would do it, no problem. Write an invitation letter, that was already done. If a change to the invitation happens, ensure that the applicant reapplies before entering Japan. So I'd have to, if any changes happen, I'd have to get a new visa. Okay, I understand that. In the event that the applicant becomes symptomatic or tests positive for corona, COVID-19, obtain information beforehand, such as the location or consultation hours of a medical institution near the accommodation facility. Provide the applicant with necessary information regarding Japan's border measures, including a COVID-19 test at the time of entry. Well, I have to do that anyway, a PCR test, a full-blown PCR test before getting on the plane. If the applicant is able to prepare a smartphone before entry into Japan, instruct him to install My SOS, the health and location monitoring apps for overseas entrance. Well, I already knew that. Secure an accommodation facility for the applicant. That's already done. If the applicant wishes to shorten the home quarantine period, arrange a COVID-19 test which meets the requirements. Yep. Then I get down to the bottom. Ensure that the applicant takes necessary measures to prevent infection accordingly. Wear a non-woven mask, yes, of course. Thoroughly disinfect hands, of course, and avoid the 3 C's, closed spaces, crowded places, close contact settings. Then it gets interesting. Comply with the laws and regulations related to border measure systems, such as the Quarantine Act, the Act on the Prevention of Infectious Diseases, and the Immigration Control and Refugee Recognition Act. Confirm that the purpose of the applicant's visit is not for tourism, of course. And finally, if any part of the 8 above mentioned pledge is violated, or if the applicant violates the contents of the written pledge that he or she submits at quarantine at the time of entry into Japan, from the viewpoint of preventing the spread of COVID-19, the name of the inviting person may be made public, and the visa application of the person invited by the inviting person may not be accepted thereafter. So the important thing to realize is that, where did I get this original document? I got this original document on the consulate office website. This was one of the documents required by them that I did. And then, between the time of my friends doing all the legwork in Japan to do all the seals and everything, they changed the document. So now, I was supposed to fly on August 31st. That's less than 2 weeks away. And now I'm supposed to have a new document signed and Hanko sealed and returned to me by my friends. Are you kidding me? It takes 2 weeks just to get this back from Japan, let alone filled out and completed and all the legwork done on their side. So what I'm saying is that I will not be able to go to Japan in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. There's just no physical way I can make the trip. As a result, I'll have to cancel all my activities. The wedding's off for me. Helping my friends with the Gohan harvest is off for me as well in Kyushu. So the bottom line, Magical Mirai is off. I'll have to cancel all of that. Of course, I'll lose the money on the Magical Mirai. The tickets are non-refundable. So the bottom line is, if you see this video and are trying to get a visa of any kind to Japan, be forewarned that they probably will change the rules on you, and good luck trying to get in. And spend about 3 months and probably in the neighborhood of $400 US I've spent in postage and all the time and energy, to say nothing of the time. To say nothing of the time involved for my friends in Japan to have to jump through all these hoops. For me, I'm just absolutely speechless and beyond frustrated. So right before doing this video, I went on and started looking at airfare to Thailand or Seoul, South Korea. But because my airfare is in less than 2 weeks, now the airfare to even Thailand is a 22-hour trip, and it costs about $3,000 US, of which I had already bought a ticket for Japan for $1,400 US. So I would have to double the price of my airfare now, because I'm within 2 weeks, 10 days of flying. So that's an expensive airline ticket now. I have canceled this trip 6 times beforehand this, and now this will be the 7th time I've had to cancel this trip. I love Japan. Boku wa daisuki Nihon, daisuki, but the Japanese government has broken me. Literally broken my spirit. I'm done. I just cannot take, I just have never seen anything like this. So if anybody is contemplating obtaining a visa to Japan, my recommendation is don't even start. Wait until they come to their senses and open up their borders again, because right now the borders are closed. If you try to get a visa in good faith and in good spirit, I've been to Japan 5 times before. I know the system. I know how Japan operates. I know the people in Japan. And yet they keep me from going. So I will happily change my ticket to Hawaii, probably Hawaii, or maybe South America somewhere, maybe Europe. But one way or another, I am not coming to Japan. There's just no way I would support that government right now. I'm sorry to say. I guess that's all I can say. I'll spend my US dollars somewhere else until cooler heads preside in the Japanese government. And it's no wonder that the Nikkei Asia newspaper today showed the astounding figure that 1 out of 10 ryokans and 1 out of 8 izakaya have gone out of business in Japan because of lack of tourism. That's going to start to double and triple and quadruple come the end of this year. I have no doubt there's going to be 30 to 40% of the industry completely out of business. So I simply am going to give up on this and chalk it up to a learning experience, to never underestimate how the Japanese government can keep gaijin from entering the country. That's all I can say. So with that, I say matane, and look for me in Mexico or Europe or somewhere else, Hawaii.